This is one of those laptops that looks simple on the surface, but the more you look at it, the more you realize it's built around a very specific idea, doing the basics well enough without pushing into anything beyond its limits. So this is the HP 14-inch laptop running Windows 11, paired with 8GB of RAM, Microsoft 365 included, and a storage setup that's marketed in a way that looks quite large when you combine internal storage with external expansion options. On paper, it gives off that fully loaded budget laptop impression. And then you've got a battery claim of up to 12 hours, which immediately puts it in that all-day usage category. But as always, the real story starts when you actually use it. Design-wise, this is very typical HP budget styling. Clean, minimal, and focused on function over flair. There's no attempt to look premium or flashy here. It's lightweight and easy to carry, which makes sense for students or office users who are constantly moving around with their laptop. The build is plastic, but it feels acceptable for everyday use as long as you're not expecting a premium metal chassis or ultra-rigid construction. Moving to the display, you're getting a 14-inch HD panel, and this is where expectations really need to be set correctly. It's usable and gets the job done for basic tasks like browsing, writing documents, attending online classes, and watching videos. But once you compare it to full HD or higher quality displays, you can clearly see the limitations. Colors are fairly muted, brightness is average, and viewing angles are just okay. Nothing here stands out, it's purely functional. Now performance is where the laptop shows its true positioning. With 8GB RAM and Windows 11, everyday usage feels smooth enough for light workloads. You can comfortably handle web browsing, streaming, working on documents, joining video calls, and switching between a moderate number of apps. For normal productivity tasks, it does what it's supposed to do without much friction. But once you start pushing it harder, more Chrome tabs, heavier multitasking, background applications running at the same time, you begin to notice the limitations. It slows down under pressure, not dramatically, but enough to remind you that this is an entry-level machine designed for light use only. And that's an important point, this is not a performance-focused laptop. It's a basic daily driver. Storage is another interesting area. The way it's presented makes it sound like you're getting a very large total capacity, especially when combining internal storage with expansion options. While the numbers may look impressive, real-world experience depends more on the internal storage speed and how the system handles everyday file access. It performs adequately, but again, it's clearly not designed for speed or heavy workloads. Battery life is rated up to 12 hours, and like most laptops in this category, real-world results vary depending on usage. Light tasks like document editing and browsing at lower brightness can get you through most of the day. But if you increase workload, stream content, or multitask heavily, the battery naturally drains faster. Still, for a budget laptop, efficiency is decent and practical enough for daily use without constant charging anxiety. The keyboard is surprisingly comfortable for a laptop in this segment. It has decent key spacing and enough travel to make typing longer documents or assignments manageable without discomfort. The trackpad is responsive and handles basic navigation well, even if it doesn't offer anything advanced or premium. Thermals stay well controlled, which is expected given the modest performance hardware. It runs relatively cool and quiet during normal use, which actually improves the overall user experience. You're not dealing with loud fans or overheating issues in everyday tasks. So when you step back and ask the real question, who is this laptop actually for? The answer is pretty clear. This is designed for students, office users, and general everyday users who need a simple Windows machine for browsing, studying, emails, video calls, and basic productivity tasks. It also works as a secondary device if you already have a more powerful setup but want something lightweight and portable. It is not meant for gaming. It is not meant for video editing. It is not meant for heavy multitasking or demanding creative work. And once you accept that, the entire product starts to make sense. Because not every laptop is built to be powerful. Some are built to be reliable, simple, and accessible. And that's exactly where this HP 14-inch laptop sits. It doesn't try to compete with high-end machines or overpromise performance. It focuses on delivering a steady, predictable experience for everyday computing tasks. The biggest factor here is expectations. If you expect high performance or premium display quality, this won't be the right choice. But if you want a straightforward laptop that handles basic tasks without complications, it fits that role quite well. At the end of the day, the value of this kind of laptop isn't about specs on paper, it's about how consistently it performs the simple things. And this one does exactly that. It turns on, handles your daily work, and stays out of your way.